Man, our next guest needs no introduction. This is royalty manifested in a human being. One of the first celebrities I ever had a crush on had to be.
You're just gonna start early. You just flirting right out the gate.
Right.
Come on,
You
man.
just
Rags
gonna
the rich.
go right in.
Come on, man. I told. Come on, Tisha. I told you this the first time you ever came on the show. You just ignored me back then, and I feel like she's doing it again.
Well, I ignored you because I was married. Then I ain't married no more.
Right.
Oh, okay. Well, hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Recognize the changes.
Well.
Yo,
What's up, Tisha?
What's up, Tisha?
Tisha? So, hold up, man. Hey, gorgeous. How you been?
I've been good, man. I've been great. Great. Considering, everything that's going on in the world, I've been great. We got a new president. I'm good, man.
Hey, listen. Come on, Tisha. It's been a crazy year, right? And
it's been a crazy year, but you know what? I'm that kind of person that tries to find a good in everything, and so, I had the opportunity to just be still and be with my kids, and it was amazing. It was amazing, and I got real creative during this whole COVID period. This lockdown. So,
in what ways? In what ways?
Like, you know what? Everything that somebody ever told me that I couldn't do, I tried. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like I was writing a lot, and I have I always wanted to be a producer. And even though we produce the Soul Train Awards every year, I finally have 4 shows in development right now.
Wow.
So,
Wow. 4?
Yeah. So
Let's
go. I'm so excited. Life is different, and I got a chance to really concentrate on some passion projects. Like there's this woman named Tony D. Rivera that I just developed a show with ITV, and it's about human trafficking. And it's one of those things where you try to use your platform, and you try to. I saw this woman in an interview, and I was like, I have to get in touch with her and try to figure out how to change things and help her. With her cause, because she saved 2,000 people just last year from being human trafficked. She was human trafficked, then she became a human trafficker, and now she saves people from being human trafficked. So she's dope. We just developed a show for her so we could get it on a broader platform and more awareness, especially in the Black community.
I love it,
Black
man.
and brown community.
Come on,
yeah.
Tisha Campbell.
Wow.
Because I remember with MTV, maybe back in 2000.
Oh yeah.
Before 2010, and we had done. What you mean? Oh yeah, I'm still signed on. It's my 20th year at MTV. Tisha.
Oh my God!
Come on,
Tisha, he is laying it all out for you. You getting the full resume, Tisha. You getting everything. Everything.
He's qualified.
He letting you know, girl. He ain't playing today.
I hear him.
She be dropping gems, because I'm at my house in New York right now, Tisha. But when I'm at my home in L.A.,
Uh-oh.
Oh, word? It's like that.
Bi-coastal. I hear another box check, Tisha. The bi-coastal, he said.
Huh, Tisha? What you say? But no, but what's interesting about that, because I've thought of you and I thought of Tashina, and when I saw Regina Hall had inked a deal with Viacom MTV Entertainment to do a 6-picture deal, and I think of Issa Rae, who I think is one of the most amazing talents, and I think of Lena Waithe, and I think of Ava DuVernay. And all of the amazing things these women have been able to accomplish.
Regina King.
King. And I think about you all in the 90s, when you guys were just really, we talked about this when you came on the show last time, just helped us reimagine what TV could be for us. Were the opportunities there then to do what you're doing now? Or is it just because of the success of a lot of these people, you start to see more opportunities?
I think the success of Shonda Rhimes, I don't know if they were giving away deals like that. I know they were giving away deals to a lot of comedians. Because remember, I was a dramatic actress, and I could not get arrested doing any comedy. And so I had to figure out what comedy was. So I would just sit out and hang out at the comedy places out here in LA, like Comedy Store, the Comedy Act Theater that was Black owned. Like, I would just sit there and try to figure it out. And I knew that they were giving opportunities to Black male comedians, but not really Black females. I don't think things really shifted until Shonda and Ava. And so it opened things up. And even then, I don't think that I personally was in the headspace. I have a lot of catching up to do, you know, to Issa and everybody else. And I'm thankful to Lena and all of these people, and Regina King. But now I think I was listening to a lot of people saying that I couldn't, or certain people saying that I couldn't, I shouldn't. And now I think I had the opportunity to say, nah, I'm doing it no matter what. If I fail, I fail. But I'm going to do my very best to, like, make this happen. This is what I want for my legacy to be, you know? And it was like starting all over. And I appreciated being at zero.
You appreciated being at zero. You hear that, HB? Come on, round of applause. Appreciated being at zero. You could write a book based on that title.
Right, yeah. I'm so curious if you can just expound on that a little bit more, because zero is so many people's like worst fear, which is why we're such a rushed society. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
so
I mean,
what's the benefits of that?
You know what? I think, you know, for me, when I got separated, it was starting all over from zero. And I had to, I've been at zero before, but thank God, like, money is not my God, right? But I have an appreciation, but it's not my God. But I did have to understand it. And I think, you know, we're not taught about finances. We're not taught about money. And so, especially with me, because I grew up in the business as a child, and everybody else was taking care of my money. For, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was working at 3 years old, and I haven't stopped working. And, you know, I just think that, you know, I wasn't had it, and I wasn't educated on it. And I think we as a people, we have to teach outside of it, because they're not teaching us in schools. You know, they're teaching us how to get jobs, but they're not teaching us about financial freedom. And I'm still learning, and I'm enjoying learning at, you know, even in my second half, I'm enjoying learning about this newness and how to change my life. And it's okay to be at zero. Like, I literally was at zero. And I can appreciate the beautiful devastation that was. It became a beautiful devastation. And I'm so proud of myself where I am in my headspace. I knew I would work, because I felt like, you know, I was responsible with the gift that God gave me. And it's really not about your talent. It's really about your effort. It's not about if you're the smartest. It's, again, about your effort, what you put into it. And so I knew that I was responsible with the gift that he gave me, and he would take care of me. So, you know, starting at zero was scary, and I was in fear. But when you're in the lion's den, you just go for it. You use every resource you got, because, you know, you're going to be in that fire. And only leaders are supposed to go through the fire. So you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go through the fire, but you're not going to get burnt if you just believe. You just got to keep believing. And again, there were people that saved me. Like, I had really good friends that saved me, and I was scared. But, you know, you just go. You just do it. I've been at zero before. I've been poor before. I'm from Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah, you're from Newark. Yeah, everybody been poor who came out of Jersey. So,
shut up, Sway.
No, that's not true. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Yo, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tisha. My bad.
You wild.
Nah, I didn't know. This is amazing. By the way, that is that Jersey connect that Heather and Tisha always have when they come into the room. I can see it. It's like you make us feel like outsiders when the two of y'all come together. What's that Jersey thing, Heather? What is that?
No, I don't know. And Tisha, thank you so much for calling us and calling into us today. We appreciate you, and always happy, like I said, to hear from you, see you, and be rooting for you, heart heavy. But I think for Tisha, it was probably the same for me. Like, growing up somewhere so close to New York. New York was so close but so far at the same time.
Yep.
And it's like it was one thing, Sway, to go in somewhere and say, I'm from New York. People automatically, they looked up, their eyes lit up or whatever.
Factor, yeah.
Yep. It's all of that. But being from Jersey, it was always like that cousin. Like people heard of it and they know, and then you got to start breaking down what part, what this was that. Meanwhile, we shared the same music. We shared the same thing. So I think the Jersey thing might have been, we respect the struggle and we know the struggle and we understand it. But I think we always had a slight chip on our shoulder because we always was that second. And so you kind of went into these rooms ready and knowing that you got to go hard because the girls from New York was coming.
You got to go hard. Absolutely. and I always go back to, like, and this is no slight to any other borough. Like, for me, Jersey, like, there's this hustle that we have. Like, it's just, I mean, from the people that I know that's from there, there's a hustle, right? And my grandmother used to always say to me, you got to be extraordinary in order to be considered average. So she embedded that in my head. Like, they're not going to give you nothing. Nobody's going to give you nothing. So you got to be extraordinary. You got to be the best of the best in order to be considered average out here. So you got to go hard. You got to be better. And sometimes you got to headhunt, but with respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, even going into an audition or whatever you do, whatever your vocation, like, I love you. You my sister. I'm a headhunt right now, but we gonna go get some pizza, a slice right after.
That's a whole fact. Tisha just broke it down. It's a whole fact.
I'm a headhunt right now. Yo, I'm learning stuff about Tisha I didn't know. I like this headhunt.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you teach?
It's all in love. Like that's how me and Tashina grew up. Tashina's from Queens. I'm from Jersey. And we were in direct competition with each other our whole lives, like since we were 12 years old. Well, me 12, 11. She likes for me to say that she's younger than me. But that's
the cancer. She a cancer, I think, like Sway.
Yes, she is, girl. And so, we always knew we were in competition, but it was always like, look, if I don't get it, I hope you get it. You know what I mean? There's love there. But we go in there and we do our very best. You know what I'm saying? We've always been like that. We've always encouraged each other. But let me tell y'all something about these doggone Soul Train Awards. Tashina got her ish off. Do you hear me?
Yeah, she got it off.
Listen, she cracked on me the whole entire Soul Train Award. She was on my head. I'm so mad at Tashina right now. I don't know if y'all ever saw that mukbang, whatever the heck you call it. When you see that, that's kind of basically what she did to me on the BET Awards. She was ad-libbing and cracking on me the whole entire award show. I was like, I'm going to kill you.
Oh, my God. Yo, but you two, like, when I see, first of all, the 2020 Soul Train Awards are this Sunday, 8 p.m., what a great way to end a Thanksgiving weekend by watching Tashina Arnold and Tisha Campbell producing and hosting the 2020 Soul Train Awards. We just saw, come on, man, Taraji P. Henson, man. I was giving her so much praise. Come on, man.
I'm so proud of her.
Oh, she brought it. What did you think when you saw her hosting the AMAs?
I'm so proud of Taraji in everything that she has ever pursued. She's another one of those sisters that you see and you're just like, I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. Everything she does is like, it's gold to me. And so, she's from being a single parent to, doing what she does in front of the camera and behind the scenes. Like, I love that girl. I had the opportunity finally to work with her on Empire before, that it ended. And it was so much fun being on the set with her. And she's funny, you guys. You guys don't know how funny this girl is. She's really funny. But I'm just proud of my sisters. Like, I'm so proud of all of those. Like, even Kiki, like, she did a great job. I'm just proud of them. I'm proud of Taraji. That's my girl.
Man, I'm proud of these sisters, too. I've watched her, having been in this business. We've all been in this business. It is not easy to host the Soul Train Awards. You know,
That's right.
It ain't easy to host any award show. So
no, but you know what's fun about the Soul Train Awards and me and Tisha, we don't take ourselves too seriously. We're not out there trying to do Broadway. We're not doing that, right? Sometimes we sing, sometimes we spit, but it's all in fun and it's all in, you know, the best. I think some of the best things that me and we have really thick skin. So self-deprecation and deprecation is something that we, you know, enjoy doing when we're telling jokes and stuff like that. We just want people. This year, I think we're really just celebrating Black women because we really came through this year, and we, you know, we just think that it was important to uplift and have fun and entertain and just tell everybody that, you know, we did that. And we have we got a VP that's gonna to bring it this year. So we wanted to celebrate all of that during the Soul Train Awards.
Great job.
That
VP from Oakland, not Newark.
I know. Same thing.
Okay. I just wanted to be clear on that. All right. Okay, Tisha. Tisha Campbell is on the line. The Soul Train Awards this Sunday. We got Aaron on the line from Kansas City. Grand Rises, Aaron.
What up, Aaron?
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
Hey.
Good morning. How you
Aaron.
doing?
Hi, Aaron.
How you doing? I was just want to tell Ms. Campbell that I'm just proud of her. I'm proud of all the Black women in this world today. And I remember watching her when Little Shop of Horrors was on, you know. So I've been following your career, and I just, you know, it's blessed to see a woman that can show my daughters how to make it in the world.
Oh,
that's all I was going to say.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate
Little Shop of Horrors, hey, Seymour, feed me. Yeah. Well, you have a blessed day.
You too.
Okay, that's what's up. You know, Little Shop of Horrors, it was rags to riches for me. That when Tisha and I first met, in my mind, let me be clear on that, was rags to riches. But speaking of Little Shop of Horrors, how do you say Rick Moranis?
Yeah.
Yes, Rick got assaulted last month, but he wasn't
serious. That.
Yeah, but he wasn't seriously injured. Now I have read that made me think of you. But we've been seeing a lot of sequels and remakes being done. Has that been in conversation?
That has actually. I had a meeting over at Warner Brothers, and I believe they're doing that. They're not gonna. We're probably not gonna be in it, but you know, they're considering redoing Little Shop of Horrors. But you know, we didn't have the effects and all of that stuff that people have today. So it'd be interesting to see it remade with, you know, all the special effects that they could, you know, utilize.
Mm-hmm. Tisha Campbell is here. One of the things I hear, you know, we're really respectful of you, Tisha, but I one of the things I hear is you saying you're in the second half, and you know, this time period you've been doing things that you never done before. It seemed like you got a new lease on life. You speak about being single now. After being married so long, how hard has it been for you to adjust to being single, and how have you worked through that process with your kids?
Well, that part, being single ain't hard at all.
Oh, okay. Damn.
No,
Slow down, Tisha.
I'm not dating or anything like that. But it's not hard at all. Like, I'm enjoying learning who I am for the first time. You got to remember, like I said earlier, like I've been working for others since I was 3 years old, and now I'm doing things for myself. Even, you know, personally, you know, working on, I think it's a big thing, working on mental wellness and anything that I've ever wanted to do. So being single is not the hardest part. I think the hardest part was for, you know, the adjustment for me and my kids, for my kids rather. It was hard for them, you know, because we were together for 20-something years, and, you know, that's all they ever knew. So, you know, for them, they didn't understand it. You know, I never let them see arguments or anything like that. You know, it's crazy because when my parents got divorced when I was like 13, my mother never let us see arguments either. And I was like, I would never do that to my kids because you want them to know, like, there's, you know, not arguments, but, you know, you want them to know there's ways to work out, you know, challenges in a relationship. And I did the same doggone thing. So for them, it was a shock. You know what I mean? And but we are in such a good place. Like during COVID, they were with me because, you know, we had to go through, you know, the whole schooling thing and all of that. And so we got so amazingly close, and they have a certain understanding, and we got to do stuff that we normally didn't get a chance to do when I was, you know, working a lot, and even, you know, going back to board games and stuff like that, being real creative with my kids. Now I'm like a really in tuned, like, hands-on mother. I cook, I make them clean up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm giving them responsibilities as men, and it's been amazing for us to watch them grow. You know what I mean? Especially with having a child with special needs and seeing that he's in college now, and you know, him helping. Wow. It's just dope. They're amazing. Children, they say, are resilient. They have to see their own truths and recognize their own truths. I can't cover up anything. They just have to recognize it for themselves, recognize everything for themselves, and they get through it. And we got through it together. So they're doing good. I think they're doing great, actually.
Good to know. Good to know. Thank you for sharing that. Tisha Campbell is here, 2020 Soul Train Awards, Sunday night at 8 p.m. Tracy, you want to ask the last question?
Yes, please. Tisha, going back to what you mentioned, your grandmother saying how, you know, you have to be extraordinary just to be looked at as average. And I think about the progress that we make in the Black community, you know, within ourselves, how we're accepted from the outside world. And so I wonder if there will be a point, you think, where that statement that your grandmother made won't necessarily need to happen anymore.
Oh my God,
you know?
I hope so. But you know, I come from a different generation where that's all I know. So I don't look at it like that, but I don't think that I'm able to look at it like, oh, there'll be some day where we'll all be, you know, considered, you know, equal in the workplace. I just teach my kids the same thing. Like, you got to work harder. You gotta, whatever you choose, you got to be about it, and you got to be the best at it, no matter what. You know, I don't think a lot of people, you know, maybe Generation Z is not taught that as much, that, you know, it's going to take effort in whatever you do. Effort. If you have greater effort than the next man, then you're going to win. You got to have the effort, though. Like, I tell them, you don't have to get, like, as long as they give me effort, they don't have to get the greatest grade, you know, because, you know, if I'm seeing that you're doing your very best and there's a failing grade or something, or you get below a C or something, then it's my job to help you and figure that out. You know what I mean? So, you know, I just talk about effort being their greatest, you know, tool. And I'm hoping that, you know, someday, but who knows, man? I don't know. Shoot. I can't predict that.
You know, Tisha producing projects, Tracy. She ain't, you know.
she ain't predicting futures?
Nah, she got the Soul Train Awards this Sunday at 8 p.m. She got things to do.
I appreciate y'all. Y'all know I always love coming on here, so thank you so much, you guys.
Yo, thank you for not being, you know, freaked out by me telling my rags to riches story. But you got to know, Tisha. No, wait, hold up. Let me live, Heather. You know, Tisha.
You heard my hate, Tisha.
I hear him.
Every young Black boy in America had a crush on you, Tisha.
Oh, my God. I didn't even think of it like that. I swear. Even the Martin show, we didn't even know we was going to, you know, blow up like that. And people still watch it. We still are in shock about that.
Y'all still in shock? Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
We didn't know. Nah, we was just trying to make money and feed our families and make people laugh. But we wasn't thinking that it was going to be like the Brady Bunch and be on for forever. We did not know that. We didn't predict that at all. So
okay,
we're
listen,
appreciative.
no. Listen, Martin is in a whole nother league than the Brady Bunch. Don't ever compare Martin to the Brady Bunch again. Okay? and you're way better than Marsha. Okay, Tisha. All right. Give it up for Tisha Campbell, ladies and gentlemen.
Bye,
we love you. All right. Take care.
Bye,
all right.
Tisha.
We'll see you Sunday. Tisha Campbell.
Bye.